Yo, 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 yo. What's going on, people? Salute, salute. Let me fix my hat. There we go. It's your boy Jay Jordan back again for another WNBA watch along. What's up, Miracle? Janelle, I see you, girl. What's up? Um, Shut up, Siri. Today, there's a game going on right now, but we also have the game we're doing the watch along for, which is the New York Liberty taking on the Dallas Wings. This is the first matchup of the season between the two teams. The Liberty with a 17-7 record, the Wings with a 7-19 record. Janelle says Sabrina crossing guard shirt. Yeah, I got this. They gave these away at the game on Saturday evening. To release Sabrina's new shoe. I got one on the back of the chair. It's just a big S. I would never wear this shirt outside, but I said let me just wear it for the stream. But it's a part of Sabrina's sneaker release. All right, so 17-7 Liberty, the current 2 seed, taking on the Wings with a 7-19 record. This game is on ESPN. So I will be watching it on ESPN. Let me pop my headphones in. The game starts at 8 Eastern, so we have some time. I forgot to start the Twitch stream, and I don't feel like stopping it and then restarting everything. So just no Twitch stream tonight. So hopefully everybody comes over to the YouTube. All right, starting lineup. As you guys probably already know, the Liberty dealing with a number of injuries now. Breanna Stewart went out in the first couple of minutes of that last game, the game on Saturday against the Sparks, with a lower leg injury. There's no timetable for her return. They did say she avoided any major damage. Kennedy Burke went out halfway through that game. They said she was dealing with cramp in her leg. She's out for rest today. Nyara Sabally, she was out for rest, and then they said the knee injury seems to be worse than the knee problems are coming back. So she's not going to be playing in any of these upcoming games, and she's already missed a few of the past games as well. All right, so the lineup is Natasha Cloud, Sabrina Ionescu, Isabel Harrison gets to start, Leonie Febich, and Jonquel Jones. The subs are Maureen Johannes, Jalen Sherrod, Steph Talbot, and Rebecca Gardner. And I already mentioned those 3 players injured: Nyara, Breanna, and Kennedy Burke, who are not playing in today's game. For the Dallas Wings, we have Paige Beckers, JJ Quinterly, Arike Ogunbowale, Haley Jones, Louisa Geisel-Solder. Haley Jones gets to start. That's interesting. And Leah Rue moves back to the bench. Their subs: Tierra McCowan, Leah Rue, Myisha, Hines-Allen, Isaiah James. Let me take Haley Jones off of the subs list now. I was just fixing this before I went live. Then you have Dejanay Carrington and Grace Berger. So that's the lineup there. Their injured players, they have Maddie Segrist out with an ankle injury still, or a knee injury. Forgot what I wrote down here. Let's see. Wings Maddie Segrist out with a knee injury, and of course Ty Harris out for the season with a knee injury as well. Let's start this poll with the few moments we have left. Who will win this game? Will it be the Liberty on the road, or will it be the Wings? So we shall see. Start the poll. Make sure you fill out that poll. Alrighty, so we're a couple minutes away from game time. It's on ESPN. It's just reaching halftime in this Seattle-Connecticut game. Seattle is currently up 57-46 at the half. We will be keeping an eye on that. Let me get that loaded up as well. Let's see, game ticker. Let's see if we can get that situated for us. Get that up for us now so we can keep an eye on those scores in that game. There we go. I'm gonna get this up and for us. 50 what did I say? 55-43 is the score. We just reached the half, so you're not missing anything in that one. I'm gonna put it here at the top of the screen once I get everything locked in. Cool. And we should be good to go. Let me publish that. Cool. So we should be good to go now. All right, make sure you fill out that poll. Who do you think is going to win this game? This is the first matchup of the season between these two teams. First matchup of the season. I posted in the community notes or community part of YouTube the schedule for the week. We will be streaming every day Monday through Thursday this week. So I will be on tomorrow. Supposedly Cameron Brink is returning after being out with an ACL injury after 13 months. So we have a number of games on the schedule coming up. So make sure you're tapped in. Says the game starts in about 5 minutes here. So I'm going to add some time to my countdown clock. Says in about 5 minutes this game will start. Let's add another minute and some seconds here. There we go. Let me see if I can pull it up for y'all in case y'all who didn't see it. I need to go to my channel. 1 second. Every time I take a couple of days off from streaming, I got to get back into the swing of things. It's always funny. But there we go. So that's the post I put up 23 hours ago. W Season T Nub. This is the schedule for this week. So we have this game tonight at 8 p.m. Tomorrow will be a late game, 10 p.m. Eastern, Aces and Sparks. Wednesday will be Liberty and Lynx at 8 p.m. And then Thursday we'll have Valkyries and Mystics at 7:30 p.m. Eastern. So make sure you're tapped in for all those streams. All these times are Eastern time. So make sure you're tapped in for the streams. Alrighty. They're doing predictions here on the broadcast. Coach Carolyn Peck says Liberty. Andrea Carter says Liberty as well. So we'll see who comes out on top. Let's see how the Liberty respond after losing their last matchup against the Sparks. The Dallas, I know they're on a little bit of a losing streak as well. They've lost 4 of their last 5 games. Their last win was on July 22nd against the Seattle Storm. They lost to the Fever, the Aces twice, and the Golden State Valkyries. The Liberty, they've won 4 of their last 5. Last wins were against the the Dream, 2 games against the Fever and the Mercury. KG, what's going on? Liberty smash. John called for double. Hopefully, my friend. Hopefully. Liberty down 3 3 rotation players. So others are gonna have to step up. And hopefully they do. Game is on ESPN. So we are loading. KG says I see Leone getting 4 to 6 rebounds and Marine getting 10 to 12 points. Hopefully. That would be nice production from Marine. Every time I go to the Liberty games, they always have the stat that Marine leads the league in getting most of her points from 3-pointers. I think she gets 70% plus of her points from threes. Just has to knock them down and take them with confidence. All right, broadcast is starting here on ESPN. You know, they never start directly at 8. That's the time they switch over to the broadcast. And then they start like 5 minutes later. If you're into the betting, according to MGM, Liberty are 8.5 point favorites. The over under on the total score is 174.5. Liberty are currently number 2 in the standings, looking to make up some ground on Minnesota, who lost their first home game yesterday to the Atlanta Dream. So hopefully they would get probably a game makeup on the links. Tudo, was good? Was good? Salute, salute. Hey Liz, what's going on? Salute, salute. What's going on, y'all? Hope everybody's doing well. Getting ready for some Liberty action. Liberty, this is the first of 4 games on the road. First of 4 games on the road. They play here in Dallas. They go up to Minnesota to play the Lynx on Wednesday. Then they fly back east to play the Sun. 2 games against the Sun in Connecticut before they play a game at home. Empire, salute. What's going on? Hope I'm good. Hope you're doing well. I got my Liberty shirt on today. This is the Sabrina shirt they gave at the last Liberty game against the Sparks to announce her sneaker release. I'll only wear this shirt on stream or to bed. I'm never wearing this shirt outside. It's too bright and it's not even my size. But I said, let me wear it for the stream. I got one on my chair too. Y'all can see it. It's just a big S on it for Sabrina. My neighbors not my neighbors, the other season ticket holders who usually sit beside me, I guess they didn't sell the tickets and they didn't show up. So I just grabbed one of the extra t-shirts off the seat at the end of the game since they didn't show up. But it is what it is. Tudo, any bets for today? Honestly, I didn't bet on the Liberty game. I bet on this Connecticut Sun game. A little something on that. I didn't know what to think for this game, and honestly, I was just getting stuff ready that by the time I looked, I forgot. I even forgot to turn the Twitch stream on. So it's just YouTube stream this evening. And I can't go. I have to end the stream on this software. I have to end the stream to turn it on, and then there's just too much going on. So we just gonna rock out with YouTube today. Salute to all the support. We have a full week of games. I'll be on every day between now and Thursday. So make sure you guys are tapped in. Game is about to start. Game is about to start. Let me take that off. Take this off. It's Louisa versus John Quell. And we're off. The Liberty win the tip. And the first matchup between these two teams is underway. Natasha Cloud with the ball. Cloud out to Leonie Fibich. Pulls up for a 3. Leonie is off. And rebound to Louisa. So we got 2 Germans going against each other. Louisa Geisel-Soder and Leonie Fibich. Both German international players. Both were playing with each other on the German national team during the Eurobasket tournament. Paige Becker's mid-range jump shot gets fouled and won. First shot of the game is good for Paige Becker's. Fouled by Natasha Cloud and should go to the line for the 3-point play. John asks me what's going on. He says, do I go away to New York games? Not really. I've never been to a Liberty away game. The only game I would probably go to that's nearby is either Connecticut or Washington, D.C. She hits the free throw for the 3-point play, so Paige already up to 3 points. I was tempted to go to a playoff game the year the Aces beat us, but it didn't work out. Natasha Cloud attacks Paige right back and gets her get back. Natasha Cloud on the board for the Liberty. It's 3-2 Dallas. J.J. Quinterly with the rock gets it over to Paige. Paige finds Louisa. Louisa, top of the key, guarded tightly by John Quell. Almost fouls her. Picks up her dribble. Gets it to Arike. Arike off the catch. Shoots. Midi from the top of the key is good. So Arike Ogunbowale hits her first basket of the game. John Quell dribbles across half court here. John Quell over to Sabrina. Sabrina over to Isabel. Pass to John Quell. John Quell for 3 and misses. Rebound to Paige. Paige gets it over to Haley Jones. Haley Jones attacks Isabel Harrison, gets into her body, goes up, and misses the layup. Rebound to John Quell. John Quell being a point center, bringing the ball across half court. Isabel, top of the key, gets it over to Tosh. Tosh pulls up for 3 and misses. Liberty shooting a lot of threes early, and they haven't made one yet. It's 5-2 Dallas. Paige Becker's with the ball. Pocket pass to Haley Jones. Haley Jones into the paint. Right side to Louisa. Baseline jump shot is up and misses. Rebound to Leonie. Gets it over to Sabrina. Sabrina travels. And it's a turnover by the Liberty. So Breanna Stewart, Nyara, and Kennedy all not playing. They're all in street clothes traveling with the team on this road trip. Breanna Stewart doesn't really miss games for the Liberty. They said I think she's only missed, this is her third game missed since she's been with the Liberty. Arike Ogunbowale picks up the loose ball, goes down the lane, nobody there, and Arike up to 4 points already. It's 7-2. Sabrina with the ball. They trap her. Get it over to Leone. Bad pass. Paige Beckers picks up the pass. Throws it over to Quinterly. Attacks. Goes up for the layup and scores. So turnovers leading to easy baskets for the Dallas Wings. They're up 9-2. Cloud picks up her dribble. Over to Isabel Harrison. Harrison spins. Attacks Haley Jones. Goes up and misses the layup. Rebound to the Wings. Isabel's on the floor in the backcourt. Paige Beckers gets to the midi, fall away, jump shot is up and good. Dallas cooking early. Timeout Liberty. It's 11-2. An 8-0 run by the Dallas Wings. Paige Becker is already up to 4 points here. Arike up to 4 as well. And Liberty need a timeout. Yikes, not a good start for the Liberty. Dallas coming out ultra aggressive here, turning defense into offense on the Liberty, forcing them into turnovers. Let's take a look at the box score. Pull that up. Let me refresh this. Let's take a look at the stats here. 11-2 is the score. The Liberty, nothing really to write home about. Natasha Cloud had the first basket of the game for the Liberty. They already have 2 turnovers, both by Sabrina Ionescu. For the Dallas Wings, you have Quinterly with 2, Beckers with 5, and Ogunbowale with 4 to give them their 11 points. And they have not turned the ball over. So Liberty have to fix up. I know they're playing with a different starting lineup, but that's no excuse. You still have 4 of your 5 starters in. You still can't take your foot off the gas here because it's not going to get easier when you play the Lynx on Wednesday. 11-2 is the score. So let's see if the Liberty can respond after this timeout. Maddox, what's good? It says Liberty do need Stewie. Yeah, Stewie is a very vital, important piece of this team's success. Very versatile player. Very good on the defensive end and can also produce on the offensive end, can control the ball. She's a jack of all trades, but they're going to have to adjust without her until she whenever she returns. No timetable for her return as of yet. Broadcast is coming back. Broadcast is coming back. Empire said, "Do you know what the injuries are for the Liberty?" Yeah, the Breanna Stewart is out with a lower leg injury that she suffered in the last game. They didn't get specific. Nyara's out with a knee injury, that the same knee that's always bothering her. And Kennedy Burke cramped up in that last game against the Sparks. So she's out due to rest. So I have them scrolling here at the bottom of your screen. With all the injuries. Hey mom, what's going on? Ball and play for the Liberty here. Natasha Cloud with the ball. Almost loses the ball. Quinterly playing tight defense on her. Cloud gets down the hill and gets fouled. Do they say it's in the act or is it on the floor? They say the foul is on the floor on Quinterly. So it's sideline out of bounds for the Liberty here. Sabrina, that's Sabrina's 3rd turnover, tries to entry pass over to Jonquel Jones and throws it right out of bounds. They're talking about Emma Myisha and her coming over to New York whenever that is. She has to still go through some visa problems. As Arike step back jump shot for 3 is good, and Dallas up 12 points on the Liberty. Cloud with the ball. Gets it down to Jonquel. Jonquel faces up against Geisel. Goes up. Misses the layup. And rebound to Dallas. Paige Beckers with the ball. Paige Beckers runs into Louisa. Arike with the ball over to Louisa. Baseline. Back to Arike. Back to Louisa. Louisa mid-range jump shot is up and good. Dallas just outworking the Liberty right now. It's 16-2. And we're just reaching 4 minutes gone in the game. Ball over to Leonie Febich. Febich with the ball. Febich attacks. Goes up. Left-hand layup is good. And the Liberty finally break the scoring drought. 16-4. Paige Beckers with the ball. Picks up her dribble over to Louisa. Louisa pump fakes at the 3. Looking for Arike. Arike top of the key here. Drops it off to Louisa. Wide open for a layup is good. Easy pitch and catch for the Dallas Wings. Jonquel Jones gets beat on that play. Sabrina gets downhill, attacks, and misses the layup. Not one pass. The one shot, and Dallas has the ball. J.J. Quinterly with the ball. Over to Louisa. Back to Paige. Paige over to Haley Jones. Haley Jones pump fakes for 3. Gets right downhill. Out to Paige. Paige pump fakes. Relocates. 3 is up and misses. And Louisa taps it out of bounds. 18-4. I think our lowest score is like 7 or 9 points in the first in a quarter. Tudo. So it's an early 14-point deficit here for the Liberty. Arike already outscoring the Liberty. She has 7. The Liberty have 4 as a team. Sabrina with the ball. Sabrina has to learn to escape these traps here. Leonie gets it to Isabel. Isabel faces up against Haley Jones. Spin, reverses, and short on the layup. And tips it out of bounds. So it's Dallas ball. 4:48 to go. Ball in play here with the Wings here. Haley Jones, Paige Beckers, Arike, Dejanay checks in, and Geisel. Arike with the ball over to Dejanay. Dejanay attacks. Sabrina gets downhill, goes up, foul, and 1. Dejanay first touch of the basketball, attacks Sabrina, and scores. It's 20-4 with a chance for the 3-point play for Dejanay Carrington. So Sabrina to the bench. I think that might be her second foul, if I'm not mistaken. Oh, that's her first foul, but she does have 3 turnovers. Louisa goes to the bench for Lee Yaru. Dejanay Carrington at the line for the 3-point play. And she scores. So it's 21-4. 18-2 run by the Wings. Isabel gets it over to Rebecca Gardner, who's checked in. Maureen Johannes has the ball, top of the key. Maureen picks up her dribble over to Rebecca Gardner, and there's a foul here by Lee Yaru. Ball in play with Cloud. Cloud over to Isabel. Isabel comes off the screen, attacks Yaru, spin move, goes to the basket, and scores. Isabel being aggressive and scores. 21-6. Arike hands it over to Dejanay, over to Paige. Finds Lee Yaru. Yaru drives, attacks up and under on Isabel Harrison and scores. So Dallas getting whatever they want inside. It's 23-6. Maureen Johannes wide open for 3, and she knocks it down. Maureen Johannes, gonna need her badly tonight on offense. She scores New York's first 3 of the game. It's 23-9. Paige with the ball over to Dejanay. Dejanay crossover on Beck Gardner. Goes off balance, floater is up, and Isabel Harrison with the rebound. Gets it over to Marine. Marine Johannes crosses half court. Gets it over to Isabel. Top of the key. Isabel Harrison over to Marine. Marine comes off the screen. Almost loses it. Steps back for three. Same spot, same result for Marine. Tough shot by Marine. It's 23-11. Oh, they say it's a long two. Excuse me. It's 23-11. Toe was on the line. Arike comes off that screen. Arike step back for three and misses. Page gets the long rebound, goes right back up and knocks down the midi. That's where Page thrives, in that mid-range area. They said Dallas is the #1 offensive rebounding team in the league. Liberty height challenge tonight. Oh, Beck Gardner gets blocked by Leroux. Dallas has the ball. Over to Dejanay. Dejanay pulls up for the midi and short. Fight for the rebound. It falls right to Haley Jones. Over to Page. Leroux in the paint, goes up on Isabel Harrison and misses. Oh, and then Marine Johannes throws an ill-advised pass. Arike picks it off. Foul line jump shot is up and good. New York just shooting themselves in the foot. Turnover, and then almost another turnover on the inbound. Dallas has 9 points off of New York's 4 turnovers. 3 by Sabrina. 27-11. Ball in play here. Cloud drops it off to Jonquel on the pick and roll, and Jonquel gets on the board here. 27-13. So it's Dejanay, Isaiah James, Hines-Allen back in the lineup. Leroux and Ogunbowale. Ogunbowale attacks, tries to drop it off, gets the ball stolen. Steph Talbot gets it over to Marine. Marine, transition 3, same spot. Too strong this time. Arike picks it up. Arike gets downhill, off balance, draws the foul on Steph Talbot. And Arike Ogunbowale will go to the line. So Arike Ogunbowale already, I think she has 9 points already in this first quarter. She knocks down the free throw. So she's into double figures. Dejanay Carrington to the bench. See who checks in. I think Grace Berger checked in for Arike as, for Dejanay, as Arike knocks down both. She's already up to 11 points here on 4 of 5 shooting. Cloud with the ball. Over to Jonquel, wide open for 3 and misses. Grace Berger with the rebound. 29-13 is the score. It's been all Dallas here in the first quarter. Ball over to Hines-Allen. Hines-Allen with the ball. Looking for Arike. Arike off the screen. Wide open 3. Misses. Long rebound goes out of bounds. (29-13) Liberty ball here. Under a minute to go. Ball over to Marine. Marine left side of the floor. Gets downhill. No look pass to Steph Talbot in the corner for 3. Hey, Steph Talbot. I think that's her first 3 in a Liberty uniform. She knocks down the 3. 29-16. Quebec TV. The game is on ESPN. Leroux gets downhill. No help defense there. And a wide open layup for Leroux. Jonquel Jones gets blown right by. 31-16. Jonquel has to be better than that. She's been getting cooked by Louisa and Lee. Natasha with the ball. Natasha on the island with Hines-Allen. Gets downhill. Corner to Jonquel. Can she hit a 3 this time? She answers back with a 3. Jonquel Jones for 3. And it's 31-19. 15 seconds to go here. My clock's a little behind. 8 seconds. 7, 6, 5, 4. Gets it over to Leroux. Leroux finds Isaiah James. Pump fakes. Throws up the floater, and it's off. Hits the side of the backboard, and that's how the quarter ends. Dallas puts up 31 points here on the Liberty in the first quarter. Liberty have 19. 31-19. I mean, this could have been much worse for the Liberty. Thankfully, offense came alive towards the end there. All right, let's get things ready for the second quarter, as we have a nice little break here in between. So 31-19. They're talking to Marine Johannes right now. Let's take a look at the box score right now. It's 31-19, 31-19. So Natasha Cloud with 2 points and 3 assists. Sabrina, yet to score, does have 3 turnovers. Had to go sit on the bench. Leonie Fevich with 2 points. Harrison with 2 points and 2 rebounds. John Quell with 5 points. Marine Johannes 5 points in 7 minutes. Talbot hits her first 3. Gardner yet to score. For the Dallas Wings, pretty much a perfect quarter for them. Quinterly with 2, 7 for Paige Beckers, 11 for Ogunbowale to lead all scorers, 4 for Geiselsuter. Off the bench, you got Leah Rue with 4, 3 for Dejanay Carrington. According to Yahoo Sports, they shot 59% in that first quarter. The Liberty shot 44%. It was the turnovers that really killed them. Rebounding battle, Dallas is winning that 11-4. Looking at the comments, KG says Dallas, Liberty wasn't converting early. Diggins might get a triple-double before the end of the third in the other game. Yeah, I have it on this other screen. It looks like Seattle's taking off here, 76-53, as Erica Wheeler just buries a 3 from the top of the key, 79-53. Sigmund, what's going on, my friend? Salute, salute. Score is 31-19. That is not a typo. Let me take a look at this other game. See what the box score looking like. See if they accomplishing what I need them to accomplish. Mikasa, salute for the sub. Salute, salute. Let's go. Appreciate that. If you guys are new to the channel, as you can see, I am a Liberty fan. You can see it on the jacket behind me. You can see it on the flags behind me as well. I even got the Sabrina shirt they gave at the game on Saturday. So I am a Liberty fan. So when the Liberty play, I will, if I tend to be a little biased, forgive me. It's just some things you can't change. Looking at this other game though, Seattle is up 81-53 in the third quarter. Gabby Williams with 16 points. You got NECA with 26. Wow. Skylar Diggins 1 point away from a triple-double. She has 9 points, 10 rebounds, 11 assists. I had her for 15 points. I had the wrong person to score tonight. For Connecticut, got Tina Charles with 11. Bria Hartley with 11. Anissa Mara has 7 rebounds. I had her for 6, so she got what I needed her to get. But we'll see what happens in that game. Connecticut did play yesterday, if I remember correctly. So this is the second night of a back-to-back for them. They are at home, though. But it is what it is. Ball back in play here for the second quarter. Dallas has the ball. Paige Beckers with the ball here. Paige Beckers gets downhill, picks up her dribble, out to Grace Berger. Berger comes off the screen going left. Back to Paige, down to Hines-Allen against Sabrina. Has the size advantage, misses. Leah Rue with the offensive rebound and scores. Liberty undersized out there. They're going to get destroyed on the boards. It has to be a group effort. It's 33-19. Lineup on the floor is Marine, John Quell, Sabrina, Sherrod, and Talbot. Sabrina with the ball, yet to score. Gets it over to Marine. Marine with the ball. Pulls up for 3. and off. Rebound to Euro out to Burger. Burger pushing it in transition. Euro steps through the lane, goes up for the floater off glass, and scores. So it's 35-19. Those Grace Burger's first points of the season. Ball over to John Quell in the corner for three and misses. Liberty to shooting threes here. And the three-point percentage is not the greatest at the moment. 35-19. Paige Beckers, guarded by Talbot. Pulls up for the midi from the right baseline and scores. Paige Beckers dancing with it and scores. 37-19. Paige Beckers up to 9 points. Sabrina over to Talbot in the corner. Talbot down to John Quell. And bad pass. It's a turnover. Burger gets downhill. Nobody stops the ball. And she's into the game and scores again. Liberty getting absolutely run out the gym here. An 8-0 run to start the second quarter. 39-19. Nobody stops the ball. Grace Burger gets it, goes coast to coast right down the middle of the lane and scores. Liberty getting absolutely throttled here on national TV. I knew this would be a weird game. That's why I stayed away from the betting on it. 39-19. They on an 8-0 run to start this second quarter. Liberty turned the ball over again. They're up to 5 turnovers in this first half. Absolutely getting smoked. They played Friday, Saturday, and now Monday, so exhausted for the team. Yeah, that's a good point, Rose. That is a good point. But still no excuses. Everybody has their tough parts of the schedule, so I can't excuse this effort here. 39-19 is not it. Dallas played yesterday, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, Dallas played yesterday against Vegas. So, if anything, they should have no energy. Dallas played last night against Vegas. So, both tired is not an excuse, unfortunately, because they played last night and they'll have way more energy. Still in the commercial right now. If you're just joining, salute to you just joining. The score is correct. Liberty absolutely getting destroyed here by the Wings, 39-19. They put up 31 points in the first quarter, and they're on an 8-0 run here to start the second. TJ, what's going on? Salute. Mahonia says Liberty are known for second half comebacks, but that's when they have Breanna Stewart. No Breanna Stewart in this one. No Kennedy Burke. No Nyara Sabally. So they're missing 3 key rotation players. So the margin for error is minuscule. Ball in play here with the Liberty. Sabrina gets it over to Phoebich. Phoebich with the ball. Bad pass gets tipped out by Paige. Almost another turnover there. Let me run my clock down. 8 minutes to go here in the second quarter. Ball in play with the Liberty to John Quell. Back to Sabrina. Sabrina yet to score here. Talbot, another corner shot, and gets fouled there by Paige, and she knows it. I don't know if that was a 3-point attempt. Her foot might have been on the line. But we'll see if it's a 3 or a 2. It's a 3. So Talbot at the line to shoot 3 free throws here. It looks like they're going to the table to review, maybe to see if it is a 2 or a 3. Yeah, they're going to see if it's a 2 or a 3. Cheyenne said, is anyone streaming it live? I'm not sure. Probably somewhere on YouTube you could find one. And they're not reviewing to see if it was a foul on the shot. I guess they were just seeing to see if it was a 3 or a 2. But Talbot hits the first free throw. And truth, this as well. It indeed is wild, my friend. Second free throw is up, and Talbot misses the second. So it was a 2-point attempt. 39-20 is the score. Grace Berger with the ball. Berger over to Hines-Allen. And they get confused there. Leave Paige Beckers wide open under the basket. And she gets an easy layup. 41-20. New York just not on the same page right now. Sabrina with the ball. Gets downhill. Throws up a wild shot off balance. And misses. And does she get the steal back? And they say it stays Liberty basketball. And no, they reverse it. And they say it's now Dallas basketball. 41-20. Sabrina Ionescu yet to score in this game. They've only scored 1 point in this quarter so far. Dallas is out rebounding them 15-4. Page with the ball. Over to Grace Berger. Berger to Hines-Allen. Over to Yeru. Spins on Jonquel. Nowhere to go. Out to Berger with 2 on the clock. Berger step back. Blocked by Talbot. Shot clock violation. Great defense by Steph Talbot. Steph Talbot signed on a rest of season contract. This is her probably 4th game with the team. Ball in play here with the Liberty. 41-20. Ball over to Jonquel. Over to Isabel. Over to Sabrina. Comes off the screen. Sabrina gets downhill. Gets fouled. Throws up the floater, but it doesn't go. So Sabrina will go to the line looking for her first point of the game. First free throw is up. And she scores. Gets her first point in the game. Sabrina had 30 on Saturday against the LA Sparks. Had 29 the game before against the Mercury. And struggling to get into the offensive flow so far. She misses the free throw. But the Liberty get the offensive rebound. Sabrina gets it over to Isabel. Isabel into the paint. Tries to spin move and loses the ball. Turnover again by the Liberty. 41-21. Liberty have only scored 2 points in this quarter. Hines-Allen with the ball over to Berger. Down to Hines-Allen. Lob pass. Size advantage. Sabrina gets caught down low and Hines-Allen easily scores. Sabrina with the ball. No look to Isabel. Isabel attacks into the paint. Goes up, gets fouled. And Isabel Harrison will go to the line for 2 free throws. So the Liberty in a zone. Sabrina at the bottom of this zone here against Hines-Allen, which is not what you want. And Hines-Allen with the easy putback. Isabel Harrison knocks down the first free throw. Isabella Harrison for the second, and she knocks it down. So it's 43-23, a 20-point game here in favor of the home team, Dallas. Liberty in a zone here. Drops it off to Haley Jones. Haley Jones in the paint, and she travels, it looked like, and it is a travel. Liberty trying to run a zone here, but they have to be... it forces a turnover here, but there are some cracks in the zone so far. Ball and player with the Liberty. Let's see if they can string together a couple offensive possessions. Over to Sabrina. Sabrina catch and shoot in the corner and misses. Rebound to Grace Berger. 3-point shot has not been there for the Liberty. They are 3 for 10 in this game. Arike pulls up for 3, contested, and scores. 46-23. Febich gets it over to Jonquel. Jonquel picks up her dribble, down to Febich in the post, shoots over Arike, and slaps it out of bounds. Misses the layup and then slaps it out of bounds. Ball and play here with the wings. Berger over to Haley Jones. They leave Arike open in the corner. Another 3. She misses that one. Gang rebound, but it gets tipped out to the wings on another offensive possession. Oh, what a cut by Haley Jones. Arike passes it. And Dallas is just running wild on the Liberty here. 48-23. Sabrina gets downhill, goes up for the layup, and she even misses the layup. Rebound to Isabel Harrison. Over to Jonquel. Back to the cloud. Back to Jonquel. Jonquel skips through the lane, goes up, and misses the layup, and they call a foul. AR says Sabrina off tonight. She was due for regression. This is the largest deficit this season for the Liberty. 25 points. Jonquel at the line. Free throw is up. And good. (48-24). Second free throw is up, and Jonquel knocks both of them down. Ball over to Haley Jones. Haley Jones, hand off to Arike. They leave Haley Jones open on the roll. She misses the layup. Liberty have to communicate on that. They get lucky on that one. Natasha Cloud to the basket, takes the contact, and scores over DeJournette. Arike with the ball, gets downhill, pulls back out to the three-point line, crossover, over to Louisa. Louisa can shoot the 3, and she buries the 3. Sabrina with the ball, over the Cloud, corner to Beck Gardner. Beck Gardner pump fakes for 3, gets into the paint, out to Leo. Leo for 3 on the response. She misses, and Jonquel tips it, but tips it right out of bounds. 51-27 is the score. 51-27. Ball and play to J.J. Quinterly. So it's Quinterly, Geisel Suter, Haley Jones, Arike Ogunbowale, and Carrington. Haley Jones over to Arike. Arike pump fakes. Corner to DeJournette. DeJournette on the drive. Go to the basket. Hangs and misses. Rebound to Beck Gardner. Beck Gardner, bad pass to Sabrina. And unforced error by the Liberty. Another turnover. Dallas with the ball. DeJournette over to Arike. To a cutting Haley Jones. In the post against Sabrina. Hook shot over her and scores. 53-27. They find Talbot on a back cut, and Talbot quickly responds. (53-29). Ball over to DiJonai. DiJonai left side to Arike. Arike wants to screen, going to her right. Splits the double team easily. Gets to the foul line and misses the easy wide open jump shot. Natasha Cloud with the ball. Cloud down to Jonquel. Jonquel just needs to go up on the smaller person. She misses the layup. Gets blocked, but they call a foul on that one. So a timeout on the floor here. Dallas up 53-29. 53-29. AR says, Jay, do you think Talbot was a good pickup? I mean, depending, there weren't really too many other options out there. I mean, we do have Emma Meeseman coming, but until she comes, I guess if you needed a player that could fit into Sandy's system, who could shoot threes and can somewhat handle the ball, I guess she was the best available. But I'm not sure if she's gonna be on the roster long term. Let's take a look at the box score while we have some time here. Yeah, Emma Meeseman, yeah, she hasn't gotten her visa stuff worked out yet, so she's not even in the country as of yet, if from what I know. So she's not even. So the Liberty have to play as if she's not gonna be here until she actually comes through the door. 53-29 is the score. Cloud with 4 points and 4 assists. You got Sabrina with 1 point on all 4 shooting. Phoebich with 2 points. Harrison with 4 and 4. Jonquel with 7 and 2. Marine with 5 off the bench. Talbot with 6 off the bench. Gardner and Sherrod yet to score. For the Dallas Wings, it's been everybody contributing. Quinterly with 2. Paige Beckers with 11. Arike with 14. Haley Jones with 4. Geisel-Suter with 7. And then off the bench, you got Yeru with 6. Berger with 4. Carrington with 3. And Hines-Allen with 2. So that's why the score is what it is. Salute to everybody joining the watch along. Even though this game is a beatdown so far, hope you stick around. We'll see if the Liberty make a comeback or the Dallas Wings continue to put belt to behind. Make sure you leave a like on the stream if you like this type of content. Subscribe if you're new here. We'll be here all week. Today through Thursday. We'll be doing one game every evening. So I hope you guys will be around for that. At halftime, we'll go over the box score and the team stats, and we'll take a look at the future schedule and some news that's dropped over the past couple of days. There was a shooting in New York City today. I saw there was something like Ferry Point Park or something like that. I did breeze by that. I wasn't in the city today, so I was away from that. Liberty, if you're just joining, Liberty are not playing well at all. Dallas, even after playing last night, they've come out to play. Liberty missing 1 starter and 2 rotation players. Breanna Stewart is out. No timetable for her return. No Kennedy Burke, no Nyara Sabally. So Liberty trying to adjust on the fly here at the start of this road trip. Jonquel shoots and makes the first free throw. Asia says, who's coaching the Wings tonight, Chris or no? Put some respect on Chris' name. Cole Clanis. Jonquel knocks down the second. Thanks for your comment. Robert, what's going on? Yeah, they're getting destroyed. It's a pretty bad game, but it's still a whole other half of basketball to play. But the way it's looking now, it's been all Dallas. Arike over to Louisa. Louisa for another 3 and knocks down another 3. Louisa Geisel-Suter, her second 3. She's up to 10 points. Ball down to Jonquel. Jonquel finds Sabrina. Sabrina gets blocked by DiJonai. DiJonai with the ball. Over to Arike. They leave Arike wide open. Arike for 3. Oh, she's short. But the shortest player on the court gets the rebound. She smokes the layup, though. Wow. Liberty get lucky. Natasha Cloud in transition for 3. She misses. And quick shot by the Liberties. And the Dallas Wings have the ball. Arike with the ball. Look to attack Sabrina. Gets downhill. Picks up her dribble over to DeJournay. DeJournay attacks Sabrina. Steps through. Jump shot is up. And good. They're just attacking Sabrina right now. She has improved her defense, but it's really not lockdown defender. And if she's not contributing on the other end, it's bad. John Quell takes an ill-advised 3. Misses. Fight for the rebound. Rebecca Gardner, the only Liberty player on the floor. Everybody else in the backcourt. Sorry, looking at the comments. Joel says, you know why J.J. Quinn not getting much minutes? Because Arike is back, and they like Haley Jones as well. DeJournay is back as well. So that's why J.J. Quinley is not getting as much minutes as she was before when everybody was hurt. Thanks for your comment. Fiona says, any subs made or same before timeout? I'll give you an update now. Let me see. So for the Liberty, I see Beck Gardner at the line. As Beck Gardner, Isabel Harrison, Steph Talbot, Maureen Johannes, and Natasha Cloud. For the Wings, they just cut back to showing Sabrina. It's Haley Jones, Grace Berger. It's 58-33, 2 score. Who else is it? Arike Ogunbowale, Louisa Geisel-Suter, and DeJournay Carrington. Haley Jones with the ball. Spin move on Isabel Harrison. Gets into the paint. Spins away from her. Short on the fall away. It was a good move. Just couldn't finish. Ball over to Cloud. Cloud. Corner to Maureen. Maureen, they need it. She's short. And rebound to Haley Jones. Approaching a minute to go here. Liberty getting absolutely destroyed. Geisel-Suter in the paint. Hook shot over Isabel and scores. Louisa is using and abusing the Liberty. She's up to 12 points here. 60-33. Ball over to Maureen. Maureen. Back to Cloud. Cloud. Corner to Beck Gardner. Beck Gardner corner 3. Knocks it down from the left corner. Liberty needed that badly. 60-36. Arike Ogunbowale already has a double-double. 14 points and 10 assists in the first half. 14 and 10 in the first half. I didn't even recognize she had 10 assists. 14 and 10. Ball in play here with the Wings. Haley Jones, top of the key. Over to Arike. Arike picks up her dribble over to Louisa. Back to Arike with 8 on the clock. Arike in and out dribble. Corner to Louisa. Louisa for 3. She misses that one. Cloud gets the rebound. Cloud over to Maureen. Maureen corner to Beck Gardner. A bad pass and another turnover by the Liberty. You can't make this stuff up. And the Wings will play for the last shot here. Arike at half court. Arike gets fouled by Steph Talbot. That should be the second foul in the last 2 minutes. And Dallas will go, Arike will go to the line for free throws. And Arike is the first player with 10 plus points and 10 plus assists in any half in franchise history. She rattles in the first free throw. Second free throw is up. And she misses. Fight for the rebound. Gets tipped to Haley Jones. And she scores. That is pretty much the half for the Liberty here. Outlet pass to Cloud. Cloud floater at the buzzer. Had much more time than she thought and misses it completely. 63-36. This is the Liberty's largest halftime deficit since 2022. 63-36. I'm shocked. I'm absolutely shocked here. It is halftime now, though. 63-36. Wow, this is crazy. I'm gonna end this poll because it's belt to behind out here. Let's get ready for the third quarter, and then we'll take a look at halftime stuff. Wow. 63-36. This is something. This is something. I'm shocked. 63-36 is the score. Let's take a look at the Liberty. Natasha Cloud played 15 minutes, 4 points, and 5 assists. Sabrina Ionescu, 13 minutes, 1 point, 1 assist, 3 turnovers. Leonie Fubich played 11 minutes, 2 points. Isabel Harrison played 10 minutes, 4 points, and 4 rebounds. Jonquel Jones played 15 minutes, 9 points, and 4 rebounds. For off their bench, 5 for Marine Johannes, 6 for Talbot, 5 for Beck Gardner. I'm shocked. I don't even know what to say. For the Dallas Wings, J.J. Quinterly, 2 points. Beckers with 11 points, 4 rebounds, 3 assists. I think she had all 11 in that first half, in the first quarter, excuse me. Arike Ogunbowale, 15 points, 10 assists in the first half, a double-double in the first half. Haley Jones, 6 points, 2 rebounds, 2 assists. Geisel Suter with 12 points and 3 rebounds. Yaru with 6 points, 4 rebounds. Carrington with 5 points, 3 rebounds. Berger with 4 and 4. Hines-Allen with 2 and 1. Wow, I don't know what to say. Don't know what to say, y'all. It's absolutely belt to behind out there. It's funny they have Liberty plus 16.5 at minus 120. That is hilarious. For the Liberty, if you look at the team stats here, Liberty shooting 32% from the field. The Wings are shooting 58.7% from the field. Liberty shooting 26% from 3 on 4 of 15 shooting. Wings at 4 for 11, 36%. You got free throws. Liberty have shot 12 free throws, made 10. Wings have shot 5. Have shot 6, made 5. Rebounding, you can see the discrepancy in rebounding, 28-16 in favor of the Wings. Wings beating them 20-9 in assists. Steals 4-1, blocks 3-1. Points in the paint is where the Wings are abusing them, 34-12, 15-12 in fast break points, 18 points off of their turnovers. It's just really bad out there. It's really bad out there. Wow, wow, wow. Let's take a look at this other game that's going on. Connecticut making a game of it. 99-83, 99-83. I'm gonna take a look at the comments before I get into this game. Maddox said, without Stewart, the Liberty are mid. J, they really need her. That's their best player. Yeah, I mean the team was built for everybody to be healthy. It wasn't built to be missing anybody, really. But that's no excuse. No, I mean no excuse. I don't know what else to say. Empire says one good note. Great job on the free throws. Yeah, that's literally the only good thing that they did. That's the only good thing they did. Casey said Liberty are gonna come back. Dallas gonna fold. I don't know. If they had their whole team, I would say yes, but missing Stewie, missing Kennedy, I don't know about that. But anything can happen. Anything can happen. They can't protect the paint. That's what it is. Liberty's entire defense is Stewie. Yeah, she covers up a lot of areas. They're very versatile defender. And they can't. They're too small. The tallest person out there is Jonquel at 6'6". Everybody else is. We got Leo at 6'4", but other than that, you got 6'2" and below. When they're bringing in Lee Yaru, who's like 6'6", they got Louisa, who's tall, and then their wing players are tall and athletic as well. So it's a combination of all of that. So we'll see what if they can make a game of it. If they can get it down to in the teens, at the end of the third, then things could happen. But the way they've been playing this half and the way Dallas came out, I don't see anything positive happening. Let's take a look at this game though. Seattle 101 to 85. 101 to 85. That game is about to be over basically. Oh, the game is over. 101-85 final score here. Seattle, I think they win the season series 3-1 against the Connecticut Sun. Let me see if they'll show it. No. All right, let's take a look at who put in work. So Gabby Williams finishes with 16. NECA finishes with 26. Ezzy finishes with 10 points. Skylar Diggins with 11. She gets the triple-double, 11 points, 11 assists, 12 rebounds for the point guard, Skylar Diggins. Erica Wheeler with 8. Dominique Malunga, the rookie, with 12 points and 6 rebounds. For Connecticut, Anissa Morrow finishes with 9 points and 7 boards. Sanaya Rivers with 5. Tina Charles with 11. 17 for Bria Hartley. 8 for Marina Mabry. Nobody else really did work. 11 for Sheldon, 10 for Nelson Adota, and 9 for Layla Lacan. So it was pretty much a belt to behind game here for the Seattle Storm. They get their revenge on the Connecticut Sun. All right, let's take a look at the standings. I don't know if they update the standings quick here on Yahoo. Yeah, they haven't updated yet because they still say the Connecticut Sun are on a 1-game winning streak. But the Connecticut Sun moved to 4-21. The Seattle Storm moved to 16-11. 16-11. If you're just joining, we're at halftime. I forgot to put my halftime clock up, but we are at halftime. We probably got about, I want to say about 7 minutes left. Let me put it up for us so we can keep a track of it. But anyways, let's take a look at the upcoming schedule. Take a look. So tomorrow we got 3 games. Got at 7:30. You got this Valkyries versus the Dream. Dream just beat the Minnesota Lynx yesterday, snapping their home winning streak. They hadn't lost a game at home until yesterday. So the Atlanta Dream looking to continue their winning streak after coming off that big game. We're at halftime. Bip. We're at halftime. Chicago versus Washington tomorrow. 7:30 as well. Chicago, let's see if Angel Reese plays. I know she's missed the last couple games due to some injuries. They've been missing a lot of players due to injury. They just signed Sevgi Uzun today after they waived Mariah Jefferson and Marquisha Davis. They released Marquisha off her 7-day contract. So we'll see if that, I don't think that moves the needle, but we'll see. And the game we'll be doing tomorrow is the Las Vegas versus LA Sparks game. Sparks on a 5-game winning streak. Vegas won yesterday against the Dallas Wings. They're at 13-13. Sparks trying to get back into that playoff conversation. Supposedly Cameron Brink, who tore her ACL last season, will be playing in that game tomorrow. So we'll see tomorrow when we watch that game. It's the third it's halftime. Sir, it's halftime. We're about to go to the third quarter. For Wednesday's games, we have Phoenix versus Indiana. That's at 7 p.m. Eastern. Then we have the Liberty at Minnesota at 8. We'll be doing this game on the Watchalong. That game's on ESPN as well. Liberty, if they're getting killed by Dallas right now, Minnesota, it might be worse. But we'll see Atlanta versus Dallas at 8 p.m. Eastern. So we'll see how those games shake out. And then on Thursday, we have the Golden State Valkyries versus the Washington Mystics. We'll be doing that game. Walter, salute for the sub. Salute. Appreciate you subbing up. And then that's it for the watch-alongs for the week for me. Fridays, you can see there's a ton of games here. Phoenix and Atlanta, New York at Connecticut, Golden State at Chicago, Indiana at Dallas, and LA at Seattle. That's all on Friday on Ion. You can also watch it on League Pass as well if you don't live in the area where the team is playing. So make sure you tap into those games. And then Saturday, only one game on ABC, the Lynx versus Vegas. That game's at 3 p.m. on ABC. And then we get to Sunday, another slew of games. New York faced Connecticut again in Connecticut. Washington versus Atlanta. Indiana versus Seattle. Phoenix versus Chicago. And Golden State versus Vegas. And that's how the WNBA week ends. So that is that. All right, we're still at halftime here. Still at halftime. Thanks for everybody tuning in. Robert, yeah, I did say Arike does have 10 assists. Arike has a double-double in the first half. We can go back to it so you can see it. Arike does have 10 assists in the first half. 15 points, 10 assists. So first half double-double. And in 16 minutes of play. Jared Bear said paper champions. Yeah, they look. They're playing shorthanded, and Dallas is playing rejuvenated. So you got to go out there and play the games, and can't just go out there with names and hope to win. I mean, they are missing one of the bigger names, but you say we all we got, we all we need. We have enough. You gotta play like you have enough, and they're not playing like that right now. I'm still waiting for halftime to be over. What else we could look at? We could take a look at this. So this is across the timeline where all the transactions, usually where I go to find out all the transactions that have taken place. So as you can see, over the month of July, a bunch of people signed the 7-day contracts, people being released. But more recently, Chloe Bibby, who was with the Valkyries, she signed a 7-day contract with the Fever recently. Mamignan Torre, she was with the Valkyries in training camp. She signed with a second 7-day contract with the Connecticut Sun. As I mentioned, the Chicago Sky waived Mariah Jefferson today as well. Grace Berger, she's on her second 7-day contract with the Dallas Wings. And that's really a majority of the new news. I'm surprised they haven't put the Sevgi Uzun news here, because the Chicago Sky did announce that they signed her. Sevgi actually played with the Dallas Wings last season, and then she got traded to the Phoenix Mercury. And then I believe she was waived as she was getting ready to go over to Turkey to play with her national team for Eurobasket. So she's back in the league. Right? 63-36. I still can't believe it. But that's what happens when you don't take care of the ball and you get beat in. You got to pick a struggle. You can't get beat in the paint and points in the paint. You can't give up getting beat by 12 in rebounds, and you're turning the ball over. So Liberty's struggling all around. They're not picking a struggle. You got to take something away. They haven't taken really anything away from the Dallas Wings. And give them the Wings credit. They've taken advantage. They're just running their sets, forcing the Liberty into errors, and they're ending up with wide open shots. Plus, they're hitting contested shots as well. GDLM Gold, are you? I'm just gonna ignore that question. Broadcast is coming back on. Turn my volume up. Maybe it's the shirt I'm wearing. I'm wearing the Sabrina shirt they gave away at the Liberty game on Saturday. This neon green construction shirt. And maybe that's why they breaking up a storm. That's probably what it is. Hey, what's up, Julia? What's going on tonight? Just checking in. Dallas putting belt to behind out here on the Liberty. Liberty are without Breanna Stewart, Kennedy Burke, Nyara Sabally, so they're missing their 3 rotation players. Well, one star and 2 rotation players. So, they're trying to adjust on the fly, and Dallas is just abusing them. Um, Third quarter has started. This is the largest deficit for the Liberty since the 2022 season. Haley Jones into the paint, gets fouled, and she'll go to the line for free throws. Haley Jones is like a point forward. Haley Jones hits the first. So Haley Jones gets the start today, and she's making a difference. Hits the second. 65-36. Ball in play here with the Liberty. Let's see if they can make a run here. They're absolutely getting throttled here. So they start Maureen Johannes instead of Isabel Harrison. Maureen Johannes hangs and hits a nice finger roll layup off the glass for Maureen. 65-38. Paige Beckers off the screen. They leave her open. She shoots the 3, knocks it down. You can't go under on Paige. 68-38. Paige up to 14 points. Sabrina with the ball. Tries to pocket pass to Leonie Fibich. Another turnover by Sabrina. Steal by the wings. Haley Jones goes behind the back. Loses the ball. Dive on the floor. Sabrina just trying to stand up and pick it up. You got to get your hands dirty. It's a jump ball between Jones and Sabrina Ionescu now. 30-point deficit here for the Liberty. So it's a jump ball here. And Leonie Fibich. Oh, it's between Leonie Fibich and Haley Jones. Leonie Fibich wins the jump. Sabrina gets it over to Cloud. Over to Jonquel. Over to Marine. Marine touch pass to Jonquel. Reverse layup is up and good for Jonquel Jones. 68-40. Ball down to Haley Jones. She fumbles the ball but picks it back up. Haley Jones back cut past the Cloud. It gets tipped out of bounds. It stays with the Wings. Yeah, AR, 30 points is crazy. Absolutely crazy. JJ Quinterly to inbound. Lob pass up, and Leonie Fibich gets a hand on it, but doesn't get the steal. Arike gets the catch. Tough step back jump shot going left. Nothing you could really do about that. It's back to a 30-point deficit. Arike up to 17 points. Leonie over to Natasha. Over to Marine on the left side. Back to Tasha, top of the key. Tosh picks up her dribble. Back to Marine. Down to Leo. Leo, fall away jump shot, goes glass and banks it in. Back over Arike. What up, Chemo? Yeah, Arike with 15 and 10. Yeah. I mean, she's getting whatever she wants, really. And it helps that Dallas is hitting their shots. Over to Arike. Arike comes off the screen. Step back over Jonquel from the left corner. Hits the corner of the backboard. Almost banks in, though. Rebound to Sabrina. Sabrina gets downhill, goes up, left hand layup. Nobody stops the ball. And she gets her first field goal of the game. 70-44. Sabrina with 3 points. Has more turnovers than points. Quinterly blows right by Quinterly and gets blocked by Marine on the recovery. Quinterly blew right by Marine. Tried to hang and hit, and Maureen Johannes with the block. Yeah, Vivian. Without Stewie, there's some things you just can't overcome. Paige Beckers with the ball. Gets to her midi. Foul line is up and misses. Liberty almost give up an offensive rebound, but luckily Sabrina jumps out. Sabrina foul line jump shot is good and one. Sabrina looking like she's trying to jump out of this slump here. in transition, gets fouled there by Quinterly in transition. She knocks down the elbow jump shot, going to the line for the 3-point play. Free throw is up, and she knocks it down. 70-47 is the score. Haley Jones with the ball. Over to Arike. Top of the key here. Looking for somebody. Gets it over to Louisa. Louisa almost gets the ball stripped. Over to Quinterly. Quinterly attacks. Finds Louisa at the elbow. Wide open. Pitch and catch. Louisa Geisselsuter with the ball. Gets it. Sabrina, another bad pass. Stolen by Haley Jones. Over to Arike. Over to Paige. Wide open for three. Buries it. Timeout, Sandy Brondello. Sabrina doesn't know what to do with these traps. And she turns the ball over. Turns into a Paige 3. $75-47. Liberty made some strides to get back into it, but the turnovers are killing. Turnovers are doing them a disservice here. If there's two people on the ball, that means one person is open. You have to make yourself available. And the Liberty are not doing that. And plus, Sabrina's making some ill-advised passes as well. So let's take a look at the box score while we have some time here. 75-47 is the score. 75-47. Take a look. Natasha Cloud with 4 points and 6 assists. You got Sabrina up to 5 turnovers now. 6 points with 5 turnovers. Leonie Fibich with 4. Izzy Harrison with 4. Jonquel with 11 and 4. Maureen Johannes with 7. 6 for Talbot. 5 for Gardner with 4 rebounds. 6:32 left in the third. It's right here at the top of your screen for everybody. JJ Quinterly, 2 points. You got Beckers with 17 now on 2 of 3 shooting from 3. Ogunbowale with 17 and 11. She had a first half double-double. Haley Jones with 8. Geisselsuter with 14. Yeru with 6. Carrington with 5. Berger with 4. Hines-Allen with 2. $75-47. Absolutely getting destroyed here. Salute to everybody joining the stream who found the stream. Salute to all of y'all. Make sure you leave a like on the stream if you like this type of content. Subscribe if you're new here. We do watch-alongs all WNBA season long. We'll be here all week long. Tomorrow, Wednesday, and Thursday for some more WNBA action. We're in a commercial right now. We are in a commercial, so you're not missing any action. Not missing anything right now. That's the thing about professional sports. If you don't come prepared, you can get beat. Anybody can get beat if you're not prepared. You got to come out and play the games. Nothing is handed to you. A Dallas Wings team who has been struggling, bottom of the league, but they still have competent players. So you cannot just come in here expecting wings, especially when you're short-handed like the Liberty are tonight. Sabrina with the ball over to Cloud. Cloud with the ball gets downhill. Over to Sabrina. Sabrina pump fake. Steps back. Back over to Cloud. Over to Marine. Down to Jonquel. Jonquel, one leg fall away is up and good. So Liberty moved the ball around, and they get the fall away jump shot from Jonquel in the paint. Arike over to Paige. Paige left side of the floor over to Louisa. Louisa with the ball. Tries to feed it through, and Sabrina gets a hand on it. Over to Marine. Gets it back to Sabrina. So it forces a turnover here. Jonquel. Hand off to Cloud. Cloud top of the key. Cloud gets downhill. Cloud, ooh, almost a turnover. Gets the ball over to Sabrina, who's short. and Paige with the rebound. Paige has Marine in her sights. Crossover. Paige over to Quinterly, but it gets stolen. Natasha over to Marine. Over the head pass to Sabrina. Sabrina attacks Paige, uses the body, and scores. So Sabrina has scored all of her field goals here in the third quarter. She's up to 8 points. She has 7 in the quarter. Paige comes off the screen. Comes off another stagger. Over to Haley Jones. Haley Jones lob pass in to Louisa. They look like they weren't on the same page. It's a turnover. No pun intended. Of course, they're showing AZ FUD here in the crowd with a I Love PB shirt on. All right, you can show the game now. They just have the camera on page. Marine comes off the screen and shoots an air ball 3. Liberty had some momentum there and an ill-advised fall away 3 with time on the clock. Gorex, will New York score 90? I don't know if they'll score 90. That's 40 points. They'll need to score 90 if they want to, at least 90 if they want to win this game. Turnover here. Marine gets the steal. Marine gets downhill, Euro steps, left hand layup. Oh, she misses the layup. So Marine played great defense and misses the layup. Quinterly blows by everybody over to Haley Jones in the corner. Up top to Geiselsuter. Back over to Paige. Paige comes off the screen. Hook pass to Arike. Arike in the left corner. Guarded by Leo. Gets into the paint. Jump pass to Quinterly. Gets cut off by Sabrina. Pulls up over Sabrina. Misses. Fight for the rebound. Jonquel snags it. So the Liberty getting some stops now. But they need to convert on the offensive end. And they call a foul on Arike? Foul on Arike. That was Arike's first foul of the game. So Sabrina the inbound. Leah Rue checks in for the Wings, as well as Myisha Hines-Allen and Grace Berger. Isabel Harrison checks in for the Liberty. Cloud gets downhill over to Beck Gardner in the corner for 3, and she misses. Rebound to Yeru. Ball down to Hines-Allen in the post. Takes an ill-advised shot. Sabrina gets the rebound. Sabrina on the attack. Sabrina gets downhill, hangs, and they call a foul on Hines-Allen on the shot. So Sabrina will go to the line for 2 free throws. So New York trying to claw their way back into this game, at least make it look respectable. 51-75. Sabrina first free throw is up and good. Mason says, sounds like New York is losing this on purpose. No, they're not. They're just making ill-advised decisions. But usually they have a full complement of talent to overcome those stupid decisions. But missing Breanna Stewart, who covers up a lot. Missing one of the leaders in 3-point percentage in the league this season, and Kennedy Burke. That's a big loss as well. So it's a lot. Arike shoots a deep 3, fight for the rebound, and the Liberty come away with it. Sabrina with the ball. Sabrina hands off to Marine, who goes down the lane, and left hand layup is good. Looked like she got smacked on the arm, and a timeout called by Dallas. Am I muted? No, I'm not muted. I see my sound going through. I am not muted, my friend. 55-75. Liberty cut it down to 20. Liberty cut it down to 20. Let's take a look at the box score while we have some time here. The 75-55. Liberty outscoring the Wings 19-12 in the quarter. You see the other quarters. The Wings scored 31 in the first, 32 in the second. All right, cool, Empire. I was about to say, somebody said, is he muted? I was confused. 19-12. All right, cool. Let's take a look at the stats. Tosh Cloud with 4 and 6. Sabrina has scored 9 of her 10 points here in the third quarter. She's up to 10 points. Does have 5 turnovers. Leonie Fibich, haven't seen her a lot. She is dealing with I think they just said she's dealing with a hand injury as well. She suffered that hand injury in the Phoenix game, and she's just trying to fight through it because she knows the team needs her. Isabel Harrison with 4-4. Jonquel with 13-5. Who's that? Is that Usain Bolt? Usain Bolt here at the Dallas game. That's interesting. Marine Johannes with 9, 6 for Talbot, 5 for Gardner. That's interesting. All right, take the camera off Usain now. My son Usain Bolt in the game. Ball in play here with the Wings. We are back in play here. Over to Myisha Hines-Allen. Hines-Allen over to Arike. Arike with the ball over to Leah Rue. She can hit these middies wide open, and she knocks down the mid-range jump shot. So the Dallas Bigs are capable of shooting from all 3 levels. Liberty can't leave them open. Isabel over to Sabrina. Sabrina escapes the trap. Over to Steph Talbot. Bad pass. Paige Beckers picks it right off and gets fouled in transition. And that's a transition take foul by Marine. Fiona says Bolt was chilling with Paige before the game. He got her jersey. Oh, that's dope. That is dope. I think I saw him. Oh, he was at the other game, right? I saw something about he was at the Aces game or something when Dallas played the Aces yesterday. I guess there's something going on in Dallas. There's probably some track event. Paige Becker's at the line for the transition take free throw, and she knocks it down. So just like that, it's back over 20. Tiara McCowan, not even playing anymore, really. She's just on the bench. Ball in play here with the Wings. Hines-Allen gets it over to Arike. Marine Johannes loses her defender, and just like that, is at 80-55. Marine over to Sabrina. Sabrina down to Isabel in the post against Yaru. She faces up, spin move, pump fake, goes to glass, and scores. Isabel Harrison doing what she can to keep the Liberty in it. It's 80-57. Grace Berger with the ball over to Hines-Allen. Hines-Allen handoff to Arike. Arike crossover, gets by Talbot, goes to the glass, and scores. Blew right by Steph Talbot and scores. Nobody there on the help defense because they have the paint wide open because everybody can score. Ball over to Sabrina. Sabrina with the ball. Pass over to a cutting Talbot. Talbot gets fouled and won Steph Talbot. Nice cut by Talbot along the baseline. And she'll go to the line for the 3-point play. Oh, I think I added a score to the wrong team. My bad. 82-59 is the score. I'm adding. Steph Talbot at the line for the 3-point play, and she misses. 82-59. New York got it, was down by 30. They got it down to 20. It's now at 23. Arike with the ball. Top of the key over to Yaru. Back to Arike. Arike over to Hines-Allen. Hines-Allen on the drive. Attacks Leonie Fibich. Goes up and flips it in. 84-59. Sabrina over to Beck Gardner. Right corner to Talbot. Talbot comes off. Back up to Sabrina. Sabrina, and there's a foul somewhere. I think it's on Dejanay Carrington. So New York is in the bonus. Somebody fouled Isabel Harrison. She's at the line for free throws. Knocks down the first. 84-60. Second one is up. Oh, and she misses. New York starting to miss free throws now. 84-60. Under a minute to go here. 84-60. Grace Berger with the ball. Over to DeJournay Carrington. Carrington with Leonie Fibich on her. They call a foul on Natasha Cloud. And they call a tech on Natasha Cloud. So adding insult to injury, you're already down 20 plus. Can't afford to be getting technical fouls. Ogunbowale at the line and knocks down the free throw. $85-60. Ball in play with the wings. Arike, top of the key here at half court. Gets it over to DeJournay. DeJournay wide open for three. Misses. Talbot chases down the rebound. Gets it over to Beck Gardner. Beck Gardner over to Leonie Fibich. Over to Talbot. Talbot down to Isabel Harrison. Goes up, under on Yeru, and lays it in. So Isabel Harrison being a post presence down low. She gets the basket. What's Izzy up to? Izzy up to 9 points. About a 1 second difference between the shot clock and game clock here. 10 seconds to go. Arike at half court. Arike has Steph Talbot on her. I think this is the matchup she wanted anyway. Arike with 5 seconds. Over to Berger. Berger for three. Misses. Leonie Fibich gets the rebound. And that's how the quarter ends. So the Liberty, they chip into the halftime deficit, but not by much. It is 85-62. The lead guns for the Wings. Arike with 20. Page with 18 to lead the way for the Wings as we go into the fourth and final quarter. Let's get ready for the fourth quarter, and let's take a look at the box score. Salute to everybody tuning in. Appreciate you guys tapped in for the stream. Make sure you leave a like if you like this type of content. Subscribe if you are new here. We'll be here all week long covering some WNBA games. We'll be back tomorrow for the LA versus Las Vegas game, Wednesday for the Minnesota-New York game, and then Thursday we'll be back for the Washington versus Valkyries game. Let's take a look at the stats here. Jared Bear said Liberty need to be healthy for playoff time. Regular season doesn't matter. Yeah, that's a good point. If they're Liberty are healthy during the playoffs, nobody wants to really face them, a healthy Liberty team, especially with Emma Myisha set to be coming over soon. 62-85. You have Natasha Cloud still with 4.6 assists. Sabrina Ionescu scored 9 of her 10 points in that third quarter. She's up to 10 points with 4 rebounds and 4 assists. Does have 5 turnovers, so not taking care of the ball. Leonie Fibich, quiet night for her. 4 points. Hasn't hit a 3. Isabel Harrison did what she could in that third. She's up to 9 points and 4 rebounds. Jonquel Jones with 13 and 5. Bench, you have Maureen Johannes with 9 points. Talbot with 8. Gardner with 5. For Dallas, Quinterly still with 2. Becker's with 18 points on 2 made threes with 5 rebounds, 4 assists. Arike is the star woman tonight, 20 points, 14 assists. She had 15 and 10 at halftime. First player in franchise history. Geisel Suter with 14. She was cooking. And then their bench has contributed. You got 4 for Berger and Hines-Allen, 7 for Carrington, 8 for Yeru. If we take a look at the team stats here, New York shooting 21% from 3 on 4 of 19 shooting, so not good from 3 tonight. Dallas is still shooting over 50% from the field. They're shooting 56.5%. New York's still getting beat by 12 on the boards. They're getting beat by 8 in assists. They getting beat in steals, getting beat in blocks. They're losing the turnover battle, getting beat in points in the paint, and fast break points, second chance points, points off turnovers. They're getting beat in every facet of the game. It's El Rey. No, Natasha Cloud is playing. She is playing in this game. Only players that are out are Breanna Stewart, Nyara Sabally, and Kennedy Burke. Fourth quarter has started. Ball in play with the Liberty. Lineups on the floor is Cloud, Talbot, Phoebich, Gardner, and Jones. Jones gets the pass on the inbound. She shoots a fall away jump shot and misses. Rebound to the wings. Paige Beckers with the ball, guarded by Cloud. It's Paige, Yeru, Isaiah James, Carrington, and Hines-Allen. Hines-Allen on the drive, baseline out to Carrington. Carrington gets downhill, gets blocked by Leonie Phoebich, finds a cutting Paige. Paige wide open, and luckily she misses. Fight for the rebound. Goes to Gardner. Gardner, handoff to Cloud. Cloud, cross court to Jonquel. Jonquel drives into the paint. Corner to Gardner. Up top to Talbot. Talbot almost gets it stolen. Gets it tipped right back to her. Phoebich in the corner for 3. And Phoebich in the left corner right in front of the Dallas bench. Hits the 3 to tie it, to get it down to 20. Excuse me. No, not to tie the game. Not even close. Oh, Paige Beckers escapes Gardner. She misses the easy midi. Fight for the rebound. Jonquel gets it over to Talbot. Rebecca Gardner has to be careful on that. Natasha Cloud with the ball. Drives. Throws up the floater and misses. Rebound to Carrington. Carrington crosses half court. Gets it up top to Paige. Paige over to Carrington. Right side of the floor. And they call a foul on Cloud. They had the size advantage on... Lee Yeru had the size advantage on her. That's the thing with the Liberty. When they switch so much, you end up with a big like Lee Yeru with a mismatch on a small like Cloud, and it doesn't help you that much. Ball out to Hines-Allen. Hines-Allen cross court to Isaiah James. Pump fakes. Gardner jumps, attacks the glass, and misses. Rebound to Talbot. Talbot with the ball down to Gardner. Gardner spins across. Gardner out to Jonquel. Touch pass to Talbot. Corner to Phoebich. Phoebich other corner for 3. She misses. Rebound to Carrington. Liberty got a good look there. Just didn't drop. Ball over to Paige. Paige back up to Hines-Allen. Down to Lee Yeru. Bad entry pass, and it's a turnover. Sabrina checks back in. Ball in play here with the Liberty. Down 20. They were down as much as 30 in this game. They've cut into it. Over to Sabrina. Sabrina off the bench. And 3-point shot bounces around and misses. The 3-point shot just has not been there for the Liberty tonight. Dejanay Carrington attacks. Drops it off to Yeru. Yeru out top to Dejanay. Dejanay on the pump fake. Gets into the lane. Double clutches. Throws it up and misses. She was looking for the contact. Didn't get it. Because everybody stepped out the way. Bounce pass to Jonquel. Yeru steps around. They don't call a foul. They don't call anything. And Dallas has the ball. Paige Beckers crosses over into the paint. Out over to Dejanay. Back up top to Paige. Paige down to Hines-Allen. They send a late double over. Hines-Allen on the drive. Throws it out to Carrington. Corner to Isaiah James. Wide open for 3. And great ball movement. They hit the 3. Isaiah James. That might be her first point of the game. It is the first points of the game. Leo over to Jonquel. Over to Steph Talbot. Steph Talbot gets downhill. Layup is up and good. Steph Talbot with the layup. And a timeout called by the Wings. 88-67. Great ball movement there. That's the disadvantage when you have mismatches on the floor. You send a double. Nobody rotates over to help the helper, and it leads to a wide open three by Isaiah James. Oh, good looks, Ezekiel. I'm over here thinking the time running, and it's not running. It's 6. I'll fix that. It's 6:28 to go in this game. 6:28 to go in the game. 6:28. 88-67. Let's take a look at the stats there. Nothing dramatically has changed. Jonquel with 13 and 7 still. Excuse me, Talbot with 10 points, her Liberty high for Steph Talbot. She's made all 4 of her attempts. Chris Davis said, what happened to Stewart? 3 minutes into that game on Saturday, she pulled up lame, hobbled, I should say, and went straight to the locker room. They did a scan on her. They said she avoided a major injury, but something is still wrong with the leg. So she's going to be out with no timetable to return. And then Kennedy Burke, I think she cramped up in that game as well. So they're holding her out for rest. And then Nyara Sabally dealing with the same knee injuries Nyara Sabally has always been dealing with since she came into the league. So she hasn't played the last couple games. Let's take a look at Dallas. I'm over here worried about the Liberty so much. 67-88. We got Paige with 18, Arike with 20. And it's very balanced scoring. Everybody who's coming to the game has scored for the Wings, as you can see. Everybody who's coming to the game has scored. For the Liberty, almost everyone has scored. The only person who hasn't is Jalen Sherrod. Oh, I just saw that on the broadcast. On the ticker, on the ESPN ticker, about Ryan Sandberg passing away. I'm not the biggest baseball fan, so I'm not familiar with his game, but rest in peace to him. Man, this game has me so annoyed. I haven't even taken a drink of water, juice, nothing. All right, broadcast is coming back. The 3 rookie leading scorers this month are all from the Wings. Paige Beckers, J.J. Quinterly, and Isaiah James. Ball back in play here with the Wings. Ball over to Haley Jones. Almost stolen by Steph Talbot. Isaiah James with the ball. She slips, spins on Steph Talbot, gets the ball stolen by Steph. She picks it back up. Pass, and Steph Talbot all over the place. She gets a deflection. Liberty get the steal. Sabrina down to Jonquel. Jonquel attacks Haley Jones and scores. 69-88. Liberty get it under 20 for the first time since like the first quarter. Dejanay Carrington, corner 3, halfway down and out. Talbot with the rebound. Gets it over to Cloud. Cloud trying to push pace here. Over to Sabrina. Sabrina, deep 3. Sabrina knocks down the deep 3. And the Liberty making a little bit of a comeback here. 88-72. 5:30 to go here. Is it too little, too late? Geiselsuter with the ball. Over to James, back over to Paige, right side of the floor. Paige with the ball. Jump pass over to Isaiah James, wide open for 3. She misses. Rebound to Steph Talbot. Liberty get lucky there. Sabrina with the ball. Got to get rid of it, Sabrina. Somebody's open. Over to Leo. Leo pump fakes, attacks, gets down the lane, gets fouled there by Haley Jones. And Leonie Fibich will go to the line for 2 free throws. Sabrina, I think that's the next evolution in her game. She has to make quicker decisions when they send the trap to her. She's holding it too long. It allows the defense to recover. Leonie Fibich knocks down the first free throw. Quinterly checks in. I don't know who she checks in for. They just focused on the rookies right now for the wings. Leonie Fibich knocks down the second, so it's 88-74 with 5 minutes to go. Closest to Liberty have been in a long time here. Quinterly with the ball, guarded by Cloud. Tightly. Quinterly over to Paige. Paige over to Louisa. And they leave Paige open. Corner to Quinterly. Quinterly for three. And she misses. Rebound to Fibich. Over to Talbot. Talbot blows by Arike. Talbot picks up her dribble. Out to Leo. Leo for three. Oh, Leonie Fibich short on the three. Wide open. That would have made things really interesting. Ball back over to Paige. Paige comes off the screen. Paige, snatch back dribble. Guarded by Leo. Gets into the paint. Spin, tries to reverse. Out to Haley Jones. Haley Jones back down to Paige. Over to Haley. Haley tries to shoot over Leo. Gets blocked. And a travel there by Haley Jones. Great defense by the Liberty. Liberty. Jonquil goes to the bench. Isabel Harrison checks in. Probably to get Jonquil a couple more minutes of rest. Remember, she is still coming off that ankle injury she suffered that she missed a month of basketball for. So she's trying to get back into form. Sabrina gets down the lane, going off contact and draws contact on Quinterly. So Sabrina will go to the line for 2 free throws here. So New York actually trying to get points in the paint now. Drawing contact on the young rookies of the Wings. New York is actually outscoring Dallas 38-25 in this second half. It's just the first half was so incredible for the Wings that it didn't even matter. Sabrina up to 14 points now. She knocks down both free throws, and we have a 12-point game here, people. We have a 12-point game. Wow. I am absolutely shocked here. Quinterly with the ball. Over to Geiselsuter. Left side to Arike. Arike at the three-point line wants to screen. Switches over. Paige Becker's deep three misses. Rebound to Leonie Fibich. Liberty have a chance to get it to 10. Isabel Harrison picks up the ball, attacks Geiselsuter, and gets fouled there by Geiselsuter. So now Harrison will go to the line for free throw. So Liberty taking the ball into the paint. That's a foul. Yeah, she jumped up and then hits the elbow of Isabel Harrison. So Harrison at the line to make this an 11-point game. And she misses the free throw. Liberty, let me see what their free throws are. I feel like they've been missing a lot of free throws tonight. Liberty are 18 for 23 from the line. Isabel Harrison, second free throw is up and good. So we have an 11-point game on our hands with 3.5 to go. Timeout, Dallas again. I would get Jonquil Jones back in here for this last 3.5. So we have a timeout on the floor. Dallas calls a timeout. Let's take a look at this. Liberty, we're down by as many as 30. They're down to an 11-point deficit. They're outscoring the Wings 15-3 in this quarter. 15-3. Let's take a look at the stats. We got Cloud with 4 points and 7 assists. She's passing the ball, not doing too much scoring tonight. Sabrina with 15. She has 14 of her 15 here in the second half. Hasn't turned the ball over since she got that 5th turnover, which is good. Leonie Fibich with 9. Harrison with 10 and 4. Jones with 15 and 7. Talbot with 10. Big 10 off the bench. 9 for Maureen Johanna. She quieted down from that first half. Gardner with 5. For the Dallas Wings, I mean, they haven't scored that much in this fourth quarter. But Paige still with 18. Arike still with 20. Geisel-Suter still with 14. And that's still the box score for the Dallas Wings. Con Lanning said this is a game where both teams are scoring in waves. Yeah. Hopefully the Liberty can ride this wave a little longer to make things even more interesting as this game comes down to a close. Right, we're still in a commercial right now. Salute to everybody still hanging around. We got a nice size crowd here, 150, 80 y'all on the stream. Make sure you leave a like, subscribe if you're new here. We'll be back again tomorrow for some more WNBA action. Appreciate the support however you found the channel. Mala said, corrupt game, New York. It wasn't corrupt when you guys were blowing us out by 30. It's funny how that works, you know? Everything is corrupt New York. Broadcast is coming back. They have Sandy Brondello mic'd up. She was just trying to encourage the team. Dallas is 1 for 11 from the field, so that has nothing to do with the Liberty. All right, so let's see what happens here, y'all. Let's see what happens here. The Liberty aren't in the bonus. I need to fix that. But the Liberty are on a 12-0 run in the last 3.5 minutes. Quinterly goes behind the back, picks up her dribble. Out to Haley Jones for 3, and she misses. That's the person you want shooting threes. Cloud with the rebound. Cloud finds, Leonie Fimich loses the ball. That would have been a layup. Liberty can't afford to turn the ball over at this point in time. Paige Beckers with the ball. Paige Beckers, guarded by Isabel Harrison. Right to left crossover. Out to Arike. Guarded by Leonie Fimich with 7 on the clock. Arike gets into the paint. Throws up a wild off-balance shot. And Cloud gets the offensive rebound. The defensive rebound. Ball gets tipped out. And it stays with the Liberty. Liberty almost turned it over here. No need to rush. No need to rush. It's 2:41 to go here. Isabel Harrison goes to the bench. Jonquel Jones comes back in. That championship was bought and paid for. Y'all can keep saying that, but it counts all the same. Sabrina hits the baseline jump shot. And it's a 9-point game here. 2:30 to go. Yeah, Lynx still had an overtime to play, and they couldn't score. So that got nothing to do with us. Ball with the Wings. Haley Jones over the page and gets fouled by Sabrina. 88-79, 2:16 to go. Ball in play here with the Wings. Over to Arike. Back over to Quinterly. Quinterly, contested 3. Air ball out of bounds. Liberty with a chance to continue cutting into this game. I think they're saying Talbot got a piece of the ball, so it stays with the Wings, actually. So Quinterly goes out. Let me see who checks in for her. Grace Berger checks in. They inbounded to Arike with 4 on the clock. Arike over to Louisa. Louisa contested 3, misses. Fight, and Talbot gets the rebound. Sabrina with the ball. Sabrina gets fouled stupidly by Paige. Do they have a foul to give here? That is the first foul in the last 2 minutes. So I guess it was a smart foul. 79-88. Ball in play with Leonie Fiebich. Fiebich gives it back to Cloud. Liberty need a basket here. Over to Sabrina. Sabrina deep three. Almost banks it in. Talbot with the rebound. Out to Jonquel. Jonquel sets for a three. And she buries it. Jonquel Jones for three. And it's a 6-point game. 17-0 run by the Liberty in the last 5 minutes. This is crazy. I've never seen this before. 6-point game here. 88-82. Over to Haley Jones. Over to Arike. Arike comes off the screen. Arike guarded by Talbot. And it's a kick ball by Sabrina there. On the back cut pass by Arike to Haley Jones. Shot clock resets to 14. Look, and Paige Beckers gets an offensive rebound. They were busy showing a replay, and they call a timeout by Paige Beckers calls a timeout. She was trapped in the corner. Dallas trying to hang on. I just stole Pam's words on the broadcast, but that's literally what they're trying to do. Hang on to this game. Wow. This would be literally a comeback of epic proportions if the Liberty pulled this game off. Insane. Down by 30 in the third quarter. And to come back, but listen, they still have more work to do. 88-82. This is crazy. Absolutely crazy. I guess if you would have taken that plus 16 on minus whatever it was, plus 16.5, you would have been scot-free here when it was that. Look at this. They're outscoring the Wings 20-3. The Wings have only scored 3 points in this quarter, and we're under 2 minutes to go here. 20-3. Looking at the box score here, it's all balanced out for the Liberty. Broadcast coming back. I don't want to miss anything here, so I'm going to just go back and wait. All right, so Liberty, they have to play defense now. They need a stop here. If Wings score, it'll put a wrench in the comeback. So they're inbounding right in front of the Liberty bench here. They get it into Louisa. Hand off to Haley Jones. Haley Jones, top of the key, nowhere to go. Gets it to Paige. Paige comes off, shoots an elbow jump shot, gets fouled, and it almost falls. So Paige to shoot free throws with 1:06 to go. And they're going to challenge this. I guess they have nothing to lose here to Liberty. Sierra, thank you for the super chat. Thank you for the watch. I couldn't access the game tonight. Appreciate you. Salute. I'm here mostly during the week, Sunday through Thursday, probably Saturday sometimes, some Saturday nights through Thursday. But I'm glad you found the stream. I'm glad I could provide this service for you. Salute to you. The ref was talking, but he didn't turn the mic on. But they are challenging this play. I don't think it'll get overturned. I think the foul did happen before she got into the shooting motion, but Cloud did have her arm on Paige's right arm. Salute, Vivian. Appreciate you as well. That's a foul there. Natasha Cloud has her hand in the cookie jar a bit as Paige was trying to. So Liberty, Paige, I think, will be going to the line for 2 free throws to make this an 8-point game with 1:06 to go. Liberty came back they threw a couple looks on defense. They threw some zone looks in, meaning it wasn't man-to-man defense. They threw like 2 at the top, 3 behind, forcing them to pass it to their other shooters or non-shooters. Like Haley Jones is not really a 3-point shooter. Currently not really a 3-point shooter. And it worked up to this point. It's just that earlier in the game, the offense was not clicking. Julie said, I wouldn't be shocked if it's overturned. Nah, see, you're wrong. See, everybody thinks the Liberty get everything. Paige Becker shoots 2 free throws. So Paige Becker's at the line for 2 free throws. It was essentially just a burned timeout for the Liberty. So if Paige makes both these free throws, it makes it even harder for the Liberty to come back. So Paige at the line for 2 free throws here. Paige first free throw is up. She cashes in. So Paige, that's their first point since, I can't even remember, like 7 minutes ago. Paige knocks down both free throws. It's an 8-point game, 90-82. Cloud pushes it quickly in transition. Cloud goes baseline. Over to Jonquel. Jonquel pump fakes, shoots a contested 3 stupidly, and an intentional foul by Cloud. I don't know what Jonquel was doing there. But this game's over. 54 seconds to go. Dallas is going to win this. There was no need to take a contested 3 there by Jonquel. But Dallas going back to the line for free throws. Dejanay Carrington at the line for the first. She knocks it down. That should pretty much do it. That should pretty much do it here. $82-91. Oh, my bad. As 80, that was a 10-point game. It's 82. I added it to the wrong team. 82-92, 10-point game, 54 seconds to go. Ball inbound to Jonquel. Jonquel with the ball. Jonquel, I don't know what she was trying to do. Jonquel shoots a contested shot, misses. Jonquel making a couple. She thought Sabrina was coming over to get the ball, and I don't know what that was, but the game is pretty much over here. So Dallas will just dribble out the clock here. Paige looking at the bench to see what she should do. She'll just dribble out the clock, and they'll take the shot clock violation. So the Liberty will move to 17-8. Wings will move to 8-19. They accidentally reset the clock, I think. Oh, there we go. They fixed it. Ball in play here. Liberty will just dribble out the clock. And that's how this game will end. Liberty, with 10 seconds to go, Liberty, they lost. 17-8 for the Liberty. Wings moved to 8-19 on the season. And everybody giving each other hugs and kisses and whatnot. And that's the game, people. 82-92. That is the final score in this one. Liberty down as many as 30. Try to make it interesting towards the end. Dallas tried to give it away. This is Dallas's first win without trailing this season. So they were led or tied the whole game. So that's a stat. Wow. Let's take a look at this. 82-92, that is the final score. Final score of this one. Cloud finishes with 4 points and 8 assists. Sabrina with 17 on 5 of 13 shooting. Leonie Fibich with 9. Harrison with 10. Jonquel with 18. Talbot with 10. 9 for Johannes. 5 for Gardner. Quinterly with 2. 20 for both Paige and Arike. Arike did have 20 and 14. Haley Jones with 8. 14 for Louisa, and then you see the bench. 8 for Lee Rue, 9 for Carrington, 4 for Berger, 4 for Hines-Allen, and 3 for Isaiah James, excuse me. Alright, y'all. That's the stream. Appreciate you guys tuning in. Liberty take the loss. Dallas, one of their biggest wins of the season. They lead wire to wire against the defending champs, albeit without 3 of their players, but you got to give them credit. They're 7-8 in their last 15. Liberty have lost 3 straight on the road. I will be back tomorrow for the LA versus Vegas game. That game starts a late game. It starts at 10, so the game will be starting right now as opposed to 8 o'clock Eastern. So make sure you guys are tapped in for that. Appreciate everybody who tuned in, all the regulars, the new people who found the channel. I will be back tomorrow. Jer says, Jay, you're awesome for a New York fan. Appreciate that, man. Appreciate that. Sierra, glad you found the channel. Good job. Woman, learn or celebrate time. Thanks, y'all. Vivian says, crazy game. Thank you so much. I earned a sub. Appreciate that. Rob, Liz, everybody. Appreciate you guys for tuning in. I'm going to go get some rest. It's been a long day. And I'll be back tomorrow for 9:50 Eastern to preface the game for the Vegas Aces and the LA Sparks. We expect Cameron Brink to come back tomorrow. Appreciate you guys. Thanks for all the thank yous. Appreciate all y'all. I'm going to head out. Enjoy the rest of your night wherever you are in the world. It's Jay Jordan. Salute.